Hey everyone, Fatty from Pack a Punch Traders here. Gonna make a quick video going over my top plays for tomorrow, first day of the month of June. Blanked out there for a sec. So I got 6 plays. We're gonna be looking into the morning tomorrow. We got PSHG, ALLR, ONCT, AVDL, MULN, and VGFC. Main one I'm actually really excited for right now is VGFC, as we are looking like we're trying to bottom out here. As we can see, we are fading off the highs. We have spiked nicely 15 to a little bit over 45. So we get shorts taking over and, solid selling on this first day. Okay, shorts are in control. Second day, solid bodied candle here, pretty thick body. And finishing relatively close to the low on decent volume. Okay, or a little bit less, so the momentum is fading from the sellers. Today we get a break of the low of 23 from Friday, and where does it get to? 23.14. It really just broke just under 23.9, so we'll just call it 24. So it was barely able to crack 24, not less than a penny. Keep that in mind. There's not much momentum pushing it lower now, and as you can see with the volume behind it, it's showing that it's having a hard time pushing lower, making new lows, and continuing to bring in more sellers and shorts into it to continue that momentum. So here we are showing some bottoming action. It came back after a decent dump this morning, and we're just going to be looking for key indicators tomorrow. Is it spiking, gapping up, failing to crack 23, 24? Is it starting to break to new highs rather than fail in the mornings and panic and not break to new highs and keep holding those highs? You have this day here where it did break to a high, but it couldn't sustain itself. And as you can see, the volume died. So if we see a little bit of perk in buying, that might encourage us to buy when there's a new high and that it holds. So VGFC, going to keep that on watch for multi-day bounce. Next up, we got a play from today. I'm still sitting patient for the break over that 150 area, whole dollar, half dollar level, with what looks like to be some decent resistance. I had a hard time really convincingly cracking that 150 area, and each time it, once I made it resistance, I really had a hard time pushing to it here. 150 a few times, tried to test, couldn't do much. Here you are coming back on some decent volume. Let's see if the momentum continues. We break previous high, or tomorrow it'd be previous high, but today's high of 156 lined up with that break. Volume continues to come in, and we're still making higher lows, trapping shorts. It's failing to break down. It could trigger a move higher. There was BKSY today, as you can see this. Volume kept coming in, breakout over 3. It held for a moment. Volume kept coming in and didn't fade. And then we got the surge. We got the huge squeeze and setting up over a nice $3 break from last week. So we'll see. It's not, it's not the exact same setup, but similar thinking. So we'll keep MULN on watch for that 150 break. Next up, AVDL. Solid push last Friday. Didn't play it. Had a great call on it, though. That was unfortunate. Been sitting on my hands too much recently. But here we are, holding up decently. We got a solid push from 1 to the high 2s. So I might consider playing this as a multi-day bounce. It is still holding up. It might try and retest the breakout area here. Maybe set up as a multi-day breakout and fill the gap and get back to the mid threes area. So keep this on watch. If volume comes back and it's holding trend, holding these key levels, red, green, previous high a day, holding 250, whole dollar, half dollar level, just lining these things up in your favor, could pull the trigger and set up for a nice play. So AVDL is going to be on watch as well until that completely breaks down. And then we'll be watching it for a multi-day bounce. ONCT. Here we are. This was on watch for continuation today, but didn't do it. But it's still holding up right around that 120 breakout decently and coming back for that 150, 160 break from Friday. So if this could hold up, volume's gonna need to come back for sure. But right now, price action trend, it is in favor. We just need volume to come back, and for this to continue higher, we could possibly see the low twos area. No telling where this could go if volume is really coming in and there's a lot of buying. Yeah, as you can see, it's having a hard time doing this kind of volume. Hasn't done anything like that since. And that's why we take our quick snipes. We don't know. Most of these plays end up doing some garbage like this. Just get diluted. So yeah, about to get on a tangent. 160 multi-day breakout could set up nicely for ONCT here. Looking for a quick snipe to 2-ish, I would say. Right here. Okay. Last few here. ALLR. A good lesson on the power of volume. This thing did what I wanted. Got back to that previous high to test it, see if it would break out even higher. But didn't expect it to break out as the volume was super weak today. Low flow, but still not enough volume to really trigger any action in this. Just this gap down and push right away back to the high. So right now we got a solid double top. We'll call it 330. If this fails to break down, low float, low market cap, already uptrending nicely in the chart here. This could hold up nicely around the 330, 350 area. I wouldn't be surprised to get a squeeze to the low fours, the next resistance area here where it's got to pop. Yeah, keep these key areas on watch. And, once again, if momentum is there, after it spikes, it fails to fade off and shorts get trapped, it could set up for another breakout over the mid fours here to set up who knows where, 5, 6. Not trying to call those kinds of plays. We'll react to it in the moment to see if it could hold up there. But right now, we're focusing on what we got in front of us, and what we got is a pretty decent multi-day break setup here. On a low float, low market cap. Just really needs the volume to come back. Lastly, PSHG. Play from today. Similar to AVDL with the setup here. But just went sideways. No one really took control. It is trending a little downwards here, but it's still failing to break down past 73. So solid buyers and solid sellers into this. So we'll see which direction this chooses, and if the volume supports the price action and the trend, it could trigger a nice move. I'm not gonna think it's gonna fill the gap. Just looking for the quick move to 1. Maybe it goes higher. It is a low float, low market cap as well, so it could get moving pretty quick. Just keep this on watch. That's all you could really do. Just keep things that are. I know this isn't necessarily holding up and holding its gains. It's right near its low. It just came crashing down from over 50% gap down. But follow what is holding its gains, its moves. And right now, I'm going to consider that as one here, PSHG. Same thing with BKSY. Look at that one here. It held up the past couple of days after a solid spike that led to another push, and there was some enough volume behind it to give it another rip of almost 25% or so. Move here on BKSY today from 3. And then another one, CBIO. Another one that's still kind of holding up pretty well. You got to push from 40 cents to 150, and here you are holding low ones nicely. Volume has totally faded, so it's going to be really key that comes back. But if that could come back and sustain when it's holding up around 150-ish, that could be a nice breakout. This is holding its gains very well, and that's what triggered BKSY having a quick move. Shorts just got fed up over the past couple of days. They thought it was going to fail. Nope. Okay. Doesn't really take off. Gets stuffed again. Sellers really come through. But once again, it fails to break down, keeps holding up, and now shorts are really underwater. And not only anxious, at first they're anxious in the 280s here and whatnot, but they'll start getting red once it starts breaking past 3. And that's when you see the move really get aggressive. Once it confirms it's not breaking down here, you get a solid rip. And all that buying coming in, some solid buyers seeing the breakout, but I'm suspecting a decent amount of shorts just covering their position. Um, so a bit longer video going over my plays for tomorrow, but it's already out there on Twitter. Check it out. Here's the watch list. I'll update it tomorrow, see with any new gappers and whatnot. But I hope this was useful. Give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to our channel. Besides that, we'll catch you guys later. Have a great night.